Hello. So I promised I would do some kind of a sit down video, which is what this is. OMG, using my equipment. So some of my updates. So I got PrecisionTX on my neck. That was September. Okay, so today's Valentine's Day. February 14th. And I got my, oh my goodness, I got PrecisionTX September 13th. Let's see if I can do math. OMG, 5 months, guys. 5 months that I got my PrecisionTX. They say that you get your full results closer to more like 8, 9, 10 months. So I guess like in a long estimate, I'm at my like halfway point in healing to give like the best comparison to some of the previous updates I've given. I feel amazing. I've actually had quite a bit of plastic surgery. Not like a lot. I mean, okay, not on my face. Not on my face at all. Like, believe it or not, my nose isn't done. I haven't gotten any kind of like facial like restructuring, nothing like that. The only like surgeries, okay, so let's just get this out of the way because I already see how this is going. So I've gotten my boobs done a few times, okay? A few times. They're huge. Check out my site, ohmygodboobs.com. You can read up on all of my boob surgeries and the types and the CCs, blah, blah, blah. So I've gotten that. And I have gotten my lips, surgical implants, like a hardened silicone, like flexible material. They're not filled with any liquid. They're actually sort of, what are they called? I don't know what they're called, but if I can find it, I will link it. That's really for like cosmetic, like plastic surgery that I've done. Yeah. I'm drawing like a blank, so forgive me. The best surgery, plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery decision I've ever made has definitely been my neck. It was a spot on me, as I've mentioned in a previous video, that just bothered me so much, and I hated feeling like that like hanging skin, and especially in photos. And I was so self-conscious about how just my profile looked anytime I turned my head, or now I can like side shot, forward, side shot. Like, it feels so good. Just the results are amazing, and I really like actually have like a jawline, which is just incredible. I love my jawline now. I hated it so much before. I felt like I was like a contouring maniac before. Now I don't need to do any of that stuff with my makeup. Like, I do like a little bit like here and here just so I don't look dead because I'm so pale. My powder's like legit white. It's like manic panic, like goth white is what my powder is, because it's like what matches my shade. But I'm very, very happy with the surgery. It really, like, downtime, I took a week off of work, and pain-wise, not too bad. They really don't like put you out. In previous surgeries I've had before, like, you really get kind of like put out, and usually it's sort of like a twilight sort of sleep. This was a lot of like injections that was to numb the area, and you're definitely awake. You're slightly like lucid. You feel almost like a little tipsy. It's kind of weird, but yeah, like it really wasn't bad. And pain afterwards was fine, just swelling. You're under like a compression sort of garment. I'll transpose that picture in. Yeah, you pretty much just wear that compression garment, and it's advised to wear it for up to 3 months afterwards. Pretty much like 8 to 10 hours off, so like while you're at work, you leave it off and then you put it on, and it feels good. Like the support feels really snug and really good. I haven't been wearing it for a few months now. I think actually that was right around when I stopped, was around month 2 or 3. I stopped wearing the compression garment just because I started feeling better. I didn't feel like I needed it as much, and I really just started feeling better. If I start feeling like I need it again, there have been a couple moments where I feel like, I'm getting sort of like the old lady, like little like lines in my neck. Let me see if I can do it. Let's see. No dice. No dice. I can't really see it. It's like that little, do you know what I'm talking about? It's like that chicken sort of pole, like turkey neck. Do they call it turkey neck? Where it's got like the little line and it sort of like connects here to like down. I can't even do it. But every once in a while when I turn my head a certain way, I'll notice on this side, I'll notice like a couple of like little lines. I had some sort of almost look like it was like fatty deposit bumps that were right there. Those have actually smoothed out, and that was in my last update from like, I think it was from a month or 2 months ago. That update, I actually was pointing it out and noticing it, and I kind of zoomed in on it a little bit. I don't really have that as much anymore, actually. And what I have been doing that does work is I've been using Nivea lotion. It's like the big blue pump bottle, and it's like the nourishing like moisturizer. It's really like, it's a really good moisturizer. I was using that with and just sort of like upward strokes and really sort of like smoothing it in. That's kind of the one thing I've been doing, and then I've also been kind of going up into like the jowl area and just really like kind of upward motions, and like I've been trying to sort of focus some of the pressure right underneath my chin, just trying to smooth out some of those spots, as you know, I guess you could say. So I've noticed that's been helping. I've been doing that for almost a month now, and I'm just going to continue doing it. And you know what, I'm in my 30s. It's good like skincare for me to do anyways. I've been kind of lax on my skincare. I could be better with my skincare. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, other than that, like it's been great. I've gotten questions about it with like, is it worth it? How much fat was taken out? How much did the procedure cost? And I've gotten a few different questions like that, so I'm going to kind of answer them in a row because I've answered them in the comments in different videos. So just so you don't have to go searching, I mean, watch my other videos anyways, just so you can kind of see the, like sort of side by side comparison. But I'll answer them really quick, kind of like just in a row here for you. So the question I've gotten a couple of times is how much did the procedure cost? It cost $29.99, so $3,000, and I financed it through Care Credit. They had actually, I think it was 0% interest for 36 months, I believe is what it was. And which is a great deal. So you could always pay it off early. You just want to kind of plan your payments, take the amount divided by 36 and pay that amount. They'll have like a minimum payment due, and that won't actually equal the amount that it won't actually equal that amount equally divided over 36 months. So if you don't want to pay any interest, if you only pay the minimum due, after 36 months you'll still have a balance left over, and then they'll start making money off of you. So make sure you really like just do the math, divide it, whatever they're offering at the time when you do your surgery, and then that will ensure that you have the 0%. I definitely recommend going that route, unless you've got cash money and you got your taxes and you're like, I want my double chin gun and I want a payment. Like, you go girl. Like, I have 2 kids and a family and a husband and, a mortgage and 2 car notes. Like, I can't just pay $3,000 out of pocket. So if you're like me and you don't have $3,000 floating around, I would definitely go through Care Credit. Or if you have like a no interest credit card, like, Discover's offering stuff, like you could go that route. So then the next question is, what is the downtime? Like, how much time should I take off of work? I actually took a little over a week off. I believe my exact amount of days off were 9 days, and I went back to work on day 10. And boy, was I glad I went a little past 7, because day 8 I was feeling kind of nauseous, which is actually my first video, was my 1 week update. And then the day after that I started sort of feeling more like myself, and then finally by day 10 when I went back to work I felt great, and it felt good to have the compression off. I had moments where I was getting sort of dizzy spells when I didn't have my compression garment on, and I didn't want to be at work with my compression garment. I felt a little weird. So I would definitely recommend, if you can, take like minimum 8-9 days. If you can go more, that's awesome. You'll feel even better. But I mean, really, you could go back by day 7, but you would definitely have a little bit of nausea if you're anything like me. So that's the recommendation I would make there for time off of work. For amount of cc's taken out, I believe the doctor said it was 100 cc's, which was pretty solid actually. It's hard to kind of like figure out like, well, how much is a cc? It's a unit of measurement. You can actually, like, the way that they kind of measure out cc's is by bags of rice. You can actually like definitely Google it, but that's how they figure out like implant measurements for breast implants. 100 cc's really isn't a lot, but in a small area like your chin, it can lead to a very big visual difference. So that was an area, no matter how thin I was, how much weight I lost, it was the one area that would never lose that weight. And especially after weight loss surgery like I had, losing over 140 pounds, you know, it was, you know, I definitely, my face slimmed down all around, but this was really hanging and carrying, and that extra skin, I could literally feel the weight when I would talk, and it was something that was always in the back of my mind, especially if like a photo was taken or something like that. So I couldn't deal with that anymore. For my own self-confidence, my confidence has gone up tremendously. So with taking pictures and just, you know, presenting myself and going out and feeling sexy and feeling good and wearing makeup, like, I just all around feel so much better. It's a surgery that I actually wish I would have gotten a long time ago. I think I would have had more confidence to do more things. And that's really, at the end of the day, that's really what is sort of the purpose of doing things like that, cosmetic surgery. You know, there's a lot of like stigmatism with like, you know, getting plastic surgery and like, oh, you shouldn't be a role model to girls telling them to go get plastic surgery. Well, whatever is going to really truly make you happy and make you make, like, you know, brave decisions, bold decisions that you know, that you've, you know, thought through, and, you know, makes, you know, that would actually better your life and make you a happier person. I think that's very much worth it. So I am a huge, you know, I guess encourager for things like that. You know, I mean, when you look at like, you know, any kind of body modifications and stuff like that, you know, plastic surgery is body modification. You know, people think body modification, they go, oh, like, you know, tattoos and piercings and a split tongue like I have, you know, stretching out earlobes, which I don't have. But things like that, and they think those lines, they think of like, oh, you're a freak, oh, you're a goth, oh, you're a punk, oh, you're a badass, you're a convict, you're whatever. Like, people have their own, you know, sort of like thing with it. You know, cosmetic surgery is also in that line too for body modification, and the end result is you're just trying to sort of not only express who you are, but you're sort of exuding to the world, this is who I am, and this is what makes me an individual, and this is what makes me feel confident, and this is what gives me happiness, and this is what makes me Bonnie, this is what makes me me. You know I'm odd. Ha! My last name is Oddie. And it really is, actually. You know, it's important to be who you are, and especially growing up, and you know, just, I was always the fat kid. Now I've lost the weight. I still have a little bit more I want to do in terms of, you know, just sort of toning and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm happy with who I am, and you should definitely be too. So that was kind of a long rant. I apologize for that. Okay, that's it for this update. Thanks, guys.